Thank you very much. Great weather out there for all sorts of events, and we know unfortunately we didn't have RAGBRAI, we didn't have the State Fair, we didn't have the Principal Charity Classic, staple events here. Year after year before, though, it seems like folks knew how to raise money, breaking fundraising records. They had $5.7 million all for Iowa Kids in 2019. 2020, though, big question mark. What would happen? What would happen to all these families that benefit from the money and the funds raised for this huge event because of COVID-19? Well, folks involved say the mission continued on. And joining us this morning with some huge news, Dan Houston with Principal Financial. I don't know how you did it, and in fact, I want to know more about how you folks not only raised a ton of money, but you did even better than last year. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Elias? And thanks for taking the time this morning to cover this great story for Central Iowa. And as you pointed out, last year, $5.7 million, which was a record year, I might add. And you were there and kind enough to always cover the Principal Charity Classic. But thank you to Nick Sasir and the Principal Charity Classic Board, the 360 different sponsors for this event. But not only did we just slightly beat last year's $5.7 million record, we crushed it with $6.7 million going to the kids here in Central Iowa. So it was $1 million increase from the prior year. It was just a phenomenal year and a testament to this incredible community we live in. Okay,
the obvious question is how did you do that? I mean, it's a tough year, tough decisions for folks to have to make with their finances. I was not expecting, I'm not saying I was doubting anybody, but I don't think anybody was expecting not only to break the record, but to set a new one. How did you do this? What was the response like to get to $6.7 million?
Well, if you remember the tournament would have gone off the first weekend of June. And a lot of the fundraising actually would have occurred before COVID-19 really hit in the manner in which it did. But here's the exciting part, Elias. Obviously, people made a contribution expecting to play in a pro-am, expecting to be there to see their company advertised, expecting to attend. 98% of the people, and again, most of this money was raised before COVID-19 hit in March. 98% of the people, of those people who bought tickets and who sponsored, said, keep the money. We don't need it. Don't apply it to 2021. Apply it to 2020. The community needs it more than we do. So in spite of what you just framed, which is a difficult time for fundraising, this community, these sponsors, these individuals all said, do the right thing, keep the money, give it to the kids. And on the trophy, where you would have seen last year Kevin Sutherland and Jay Haas and all the names, it just simply says Iowa Kids. That was the champion for 2020.
Yeah, well, obviously the mission and the bike giveaways and what this tournament's all about, it's a pretty much a no-brainer for a lot of folks that know where their money's going, and they know where their money's going. You folks make sure that they're aware of that. Let's look to next year, right? We're all thinking next year we're going to get through this. We're going to be back to normal. We're going to be doing the things that we love to do. I hope to be back out there enjoying the tournament and hanging out with you folks. How is the setup looking for next year? Let's look ahead to next year.
We're going to play golf. So June 1st through June 6th of next year will be the 2021 tournament. We had all the big names signed up this year. I have no reason to believe they won't be back next year. They love the Wakanda Club. They love that track. They love the way in which they're treated. You know, you think about all the sponsors and great environment for both the caddies and the players. And then the other thing I would say is there was a lot of neat things that were planned around concerts and ways to engage sort of non-golfers at the golf course. All those ideas are coming right back for 2021. So June 1st through the 6th will be the days. The focus is the kids, and the fundraising has already begun. And again, to those 100 partners through Principal Charity Classic and our Birdies for Charity program, that's become such a huge part because that allows every one of those non-for-profits who's benefiting to actually participate in the fundraising. And this has become truly a hallmark event on the Seniors and the Champions Tour.
Dan, congratulations to all of you, all the folks that were behind this effort to break and make a new record and to give back to our community. And I'll see you out there next year. I have all full intentions of being out there on the greens with you folks, and I wish you nothing but the best of luck and congrats again.
thank you so much, and thank you for covering this wonderful story. It's a
You
pleasure.
bet. You